Alright, welcome back to the SMP server. My name is JoshyPowerz and today we're going to mine. Now, of course, it might be a little bit obvious, but I really want to mine. And the reason therefore, of course, is because, well, we built up the mine and now I want to use it. So like you might notice, we're still walking down. And the reason therefore is mostly because, well, I don't really think I'm gonna put a rail in the wall. I guess I don't think it's gonna be useful. Now, one of the bad things, except for over here, if you go upstairs, I'll do it like this. We got some of the signs, and the reason therefore is because, well, we cannot use those. That goes for just about all of them, because, well, you'll hit the tunnel and stuff, and I don't like that. Now, I kind of don't really want to do just 2x4, so I kind of decided not to use it, and why I say kinda is because of this one. But to be honest, I do not think I'm gonna use this one either. So just those 3 rows everywhere actually are closed. Now, one of the things that you did notice probably, I guess, is the timer all the way on the top half. Now, you might notice it's 0, right now. Now, soon it will be at 24 hours. And I gave myself 24 hours. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this exactly, but I'm gonna mine out this area 1 hour. 1 hour, just this whole area, this row. Go as far as we can get. Then the next hour is over here. Next hour is over here. Next hour is over here, and so on. I just want to get started on it. I am all ready, so to speak. We got a lot of frog lights. We got some shulker boxes to add our stuff into. We got some more pickaxes and stuff. So I think we're ready. Now I want to do that because this episode's all about just mining. And of course, I'm not gonna take you on the whole journey for 24 hours. I'm just gonna take some better bits or something maybe. And probably mostly just the moments when I get some ore and stuff. I'm gonna do this in steps, of course. I'm not gonna do 12 or 24 hours in one go. For now, I'm gonna do 2 hours and so on. So it will take me about 4 days to get this done. And well, 5 days, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so for now, I want to get started. And therefore, of course, we need to start our timer. One thing shows, we cannot use 24 hours in a timer. I don't know why. It only goes until 22 hours. So we're gonna do 12 hours for now. And after that, of course, because the first 12 hours will be on this side. The other 12 hours will be on this side. So it will add up, of course. So that's kind of easy, I guess. Alright, so for now, let's start the timer and get mining. Alright, so after all those hours of mining, like, of course I did the whole 24 hours, and each tunnel was about 1 hour or so. Now, I did get a lot of lava and stuff around me, which is totally fine, of course, but also, of course, like you might notice in the video, the only ones I add into the video are the ones with the diamonds. Now, I did get them all, of course. Now, I did even mine all of them, and that's also great. I even took the footage for all of them, but I decided to just do the diamond ones, and even then it is quite long. So I decided to even cut out a little bit more of them, because, well, it is just a little bit too much now, isn't it? So of course, after all those clips, I really want to see how much we really got. Like, I put them all into a chest on each tunnel, so I already know which one has how many ores and stuff, how much we've gathered through them, and that's kind of nice. So after that, and after all those clips, I want to get them all together and see what we exactly got, because that's something I do not even know myself right now, and I'm kind of willing to figure it out right now. So once those clips have ended, we're going to get them all together, and of course we're gonna mine them up as well. Alright, so we are finally back, and of course, like you might notice, it took quite a bit of time. Now, of course, it took me a few weeks, I think 2 weeks or so, a week and a half, I don't know. It took me a long time to get it done, and well, I'm glad to get it done and over with. Now you might notice on the top left corner again, we got the timer at the exact time that we needed it to be at the first place. Well, I just later on figured out there were days as well instead of just hours. So yeah, I kind of messed up on that part, but I'm totally fine with it because I did twice 12 hours. So I'm totally fine with it. But look at all the deep slides. I mean, come on, are you joking? It's an awful lot. Alright, so after all this time, of course, we got all the tunnels dug out by now. And I think it looks kind of amazing, to be honest, because, well, it was an awful lot of hard work anyway, and dedication, mostly. And, like, of course, I can show you as well a little bit of the insides of the chests themselves. Not all of them, just the first 4 or so. Because, well, I kind of want to show you guys exactly how those look. And, of course, we got, well, plenty, I guess. Not as much diamonds in this one, but an awful lot of redstone, and that's amazing because we're gonna need it anyway. Over here we got plenty more diamonds, I guess, and a little bit of the redstone again as well. Over here even more diamonds and more deep slate, more of the redstone again as well, of course. And over here again. So there was one of them. I kind of forgot this one. We got 69 giggity. We got 69 diamonds, deep slate ore, and I'm so happy about us. But I'm losing my words at the moment. I don't know why that is, but I am. Well, what I'm going to do, because of course we got all the chests until that one and until the one all the way in the back over there, all filled with all our ores. So of course over here a little bit more of this, a little bit of that, and of course even on this side a little bit more like that, and so on. So what I want to do is collect them all, put them all in a shulker box maybe if I got some left. I doubt that I got any left. I mean, I got 64 from Death again. But I think I am out of shulker boxes already just by mining, and that's just this area. And I haven't even done the back yet. So, I mean, come on. Alright, so this is all we have gotten. So I will sort them so you can see exactly how much we got. Alright, so those are all the ore we've gotten. And of course I cannot pick up my shulker box right now, otherwise we'll lose it. But still, I mean, we got plenty and I really, really love it. So of course we're not gonna do nothing with it. I mean, come on. We cannot do nothing with it now, do we? So what I want to do, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm exactly going to do this. I think I'm gonna just make a big blob, or just a box probably, because that's maybe a little bit easier for me. I'm gonna do that right over there, I guess. Alright, so what we are going to do today, and of course we're gonna mine it up as well. I really feel like doing that, so that's a thing. I am pretty sure that I'm gonna need to fly this one just a little bit, because otherwise I think we're not gonna get back to the top again, of course. And well, I'm totally fine with it, I guess. But still, I mean, come on. So let's just do it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, I guess. Let's just do 9. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Shall we do 9? I think that's gonna be alright, no, isn't it? So 9, 2, 3, yeah, I already lost count anyway. That's totally fine. So we're gonna do a 9er, or whatever it's called, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna fill this in as well, so it's gonna be all filled up as well, so that's good. Not entirely sure how high this one is gonna be, but I'm pretty sure it is gonna be a little bit higher than I think. It's mostly gonna be redstone, but I'm gonna do the cherry on the top, I guess. So the redstone is gonna be on top, and well, we'll see how we are going to do this exactly, but so far it's gonna take a long time to get this done. So of course, like you could imagine, it took me about 20 minutes to get it all done and over with. So after the 20 minutes we are also going to chop it down as well, and I'm gonna do that right away after this time lapse, so we get the time lapses back to back. And of course, then we get it done. And of course, just chopping down all of the ores again. And we had to make some stops, of course, in the meantime, to get some blocks out of it. And of course, it took about 40 minutes to chop it all down again. So it was about another hour just to get this done. So of course, like you can imagine, it took about 25 hours so far in this episode. A little bit longer if you count all the talking and stuff, and just the stuff around it, I guess. I don't know, it's a lot of work, of course. No, I'm totally fine with that. And of course, what we got, and it didn't even fit all into a shulker box, like you could imagine. So we're gonna place it down over here, and of course, well, I kind of want to throw those all out like that. So we got all of that. Now the lapis I don't care too much for anyway. It might be useful for buildings and stuff. I don't know. I never use it too much, but still, you never know. And of course, what we got is mostly redstone anyway, which is amazing. And almost 2.5 stacks of diamond blocks. Almost 2 stacks of the raw gold and almost a full stack of blocks of iron. Now, of course, you might think like those are not many of them. Well, the thing about it, of course, is because we were at negative 59 all the way downstairs. Mostly we could have gotten were the diamonds and the redstone, so that is why we got an awful lot of redstone, of course. Now, what I do want to do before I continue on the mine anyway, or anything anyway, I don't know. I'm not gonna do it anymore on a video, of course. But of course, like what I want to do is downstairs, the backside yet. That's the thing I want to do before I start on anything else. Like on the other layers, I guess. But after I got this layer done, or at least the backside over here, of course, done, then I'm gonna be done with all of this. Now, the chests were just here because of those ores for the 24 hours mining. And I'm gonna place them everywhere because I don't need them. But what I want to do, and that's just in my free time or whenever I feel like it, just mine out a little bit of areas. And I think I'm gonna start all the way on the top just to see how much it is different, of course. So that's kind of a thing I really want to figure out. And well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be mostly more iron or anything, or maybe some more gold. I don't know anyway. But everything will be a little bit different than what we got so far right now. And of course, I see the redstone in the back over there, and I'm gonna collect that later. I just didn't want it to count in anything we done over here, so well, I didn't. Now, of course, we will get a lot of the tough veins, I guess, or anything like that, like the veins from inside of the tuff full with either it's gonna be copper, I think, or iron. It's one of the above. I don't really know for sure, but at least that's something we might get some more iron for, I guess. I don't know. Depends on if we can get that way thanks to the stuff. But I do believe that we will have more tunnel issues instead of lava issues later on when the higher we go anyway. So that's kind of useful, I guess, because, well, placing a block is not as much of work, of course. I mean, I had an awful lot of lava issues, like right over here, of course. Like, I think we can get rid of a little bit, but still, like if we go to the sides and stuff. Are you joking? How is this a thing? Like, oh, there we go, finally, jeez. I was thinking, like, am I just going insane by now? But of course, like you could imagine, we got a lot of this going on. Okay, now I know why I couldn't break it up. I always try to middle click those things, of course, which I cannot do like that with the fortune pickaxe, which is totally fine. But we had an awful lot of lava issues, of course, which you could imagine, which is totally fine anyway. I don't care. I even had to get the dynamic lighting to work again. Because, like you could imagine, it doesn't really work out too well if you don't see inside of a mine, I guess. So, therefore, of course, I needed to figure something out like that. And I fixed it, I guess. I did. But I'm gonna place this over here for now because I don't need it. But yeah, I'm glad about the dynamic lighting we got later on. You may even have noticed that inside of the time-lapse itself, or at least a compilation mostly, I could say, I guess. Alright, so of course we got the mining part done for today. Now, I'm not ever going to do this like 24 hours thing again for such a thing like this. Mostly because it's very exhausting, even though most people will not get that, I guess. I mean, just mining 1 hour each day would have taken me almost a month to get it done, so I didn't want to do that. So I had days where I had to work 3 days, or 3 hours, I mean. Some days didn't even want to do that, so I didn't. And that is of course why it took a little bit longer. And to be honest, I'm kind of fine with it. Alright, so but now I did sort them a little bit better, I guess. I added everything into blocks as well, the ones we didn't have yet. Which were in here, of course. So we got an awful lot more, even, which is amazing. We almost got 3 full stacks of diamond blocks, which I very much love, to be honest. I'm glad about that part. Now, of course, with the redstone as well. Well, I do need a redstone box. shulker box, of course, and I think I'm gonna need 2 by now, thanks to this. But since I ran out of shulker boxes, like this one is full with just slime blocks, thanks to TimeArchitect, of course. So, well, we got plenty of shulker boxes, they're just all full. Well, I just found a little bit of a hidden stash. I was thinking, like, it were about 52 shulker boxes I used so far. I was like, I needed to have a little bit more of them, so I figured out I did. So I was looking for them because I lost them, but I put them with the dirt. Well, I didn't have any dirt in the meantime, so yeah, I kind of forgot about it. So now we can finally just do a little bit of our stuff in there. It's like, I think I'm gonna just do all of those. So what I'm gonna do is take this one with me in my ender chest like this, so I always have access to them, as well as to the emeralds, of course, because we might need them as well later on. And if anyone else needs something, then we might be able to give them a little bit of the things if they need something. Of course, because, well, we don't really care about stuff over here too much, I guess. At least I don't. So what I'm also gonna do is I did all of those, I guess, in here. So we got an awful lot. Now, those I will keep in here because I don't care. Those will leave in here. Those I will leave in here. And I'll make like a real redstone box later on, because right now we don't have much. But later on I will get access and add it all into something. So for now we're gonna do it like that. You know, all of those chests over here are also filled up with just deep slated stuff. So what I'm gonna do right now is get most of them, or at least as much as we can, into all of the shulker boxes, and let's just see how many of the shulkers or how many of the chests we got left afterwards. Well, so I just filled in all the other ones I got left at the moment. I asked for 64 of them and I got 64 of them. So those are all filled up with a lot of deep slate. Now over here we got another row, and of course all of those chests are full. An awful lot of those are still full with tough, gravel, and a lot of deep slate as well. And on top, well, we got rid of those rows over here and this one over here as well. So this one isn't in use at the moment, so I got rid of the text as well. Now, all of the other ones are all full or almost full. Like this one's almost full, this one's almost full, and this one is just for the variation of blocks and stuff. So, well, we got plenty of deep slate at least, so if we're gonna work with those, we're fine. And once the update comes out, we will work with a lot of tough as well, because I have a project in mind that I do want to do with an awful lot of the new blocks. Now, I need to start on the design just yet, but it's gonna be a bigger build and not much of a mega build, I guess, because, well, I'm not really into that at the moment because I don't know how to do it too well. But to be honest, I do believe that we can get it all done. We will get a bigger build done, but well, like I said, it's gonna take a little bit of time, of course, at least until like the next update comes out, and I will try and work on it into the snapshots already. But therefore I had to fix this episode, of course, and I gotta work on the next episode as well, which will not be that project, of course. So we're gonna do some things in between, I guess. So we're gonna do a mega build-ish, because I'm gonna try and make it bigger and make it the centerpiece for a new area that I want to work on. And I will explain that later once I get started on it, of course. And I got some certain other things in mind, but I do believe I want to do that around that certain piece that I want to build. But I can't do that until I figure out how big it is going to be. So we're not going to do that yet. For next episode, we're going to do something else. I'm not entirely sure what it is just yet, but we will figure it out. And I'm going to try and upload a little bit more often again. By now, it took a little bit of weeks from time to time to get an episode done, which is kind of amazing as well. But getting the episodes out might be nice as well. So of course, I want to build something else out as well, and that's gonna be for the villagers, and that is because, well, we need some villagers. Now, of course, in the meantime, I have been working on them, like you might notice on the netherrack track. Well, that's kind of weird to say, netherrack track. Well, it's fine. So we jumped them down over here. I thought we could just let them fall, but we couldn't. So I had to add some of the slime blocks over here, of course, to make sure that they didn't die. So I got some villagers in here. It's not a lot yet. We got 5 in here for now, and I will add more later. This is just a box for now, of course. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna make a little bit of a trading area, I guess, just for the masons, because I need masons to get easy access to the blocks. And I think I'm gonna need something else, just something to loop the trades again, like with the Fletchers, maybe? No, with the librarians, I believe. I'm gonna need to do that with the librarians, just to get the glass or something, and just turn it back into something else and get it back into that. I don't know how it actually works. Or maybe with the bookshelves themselves we could do that as well, because I do notice that we can do that. What we need is a lot of gold, therefore, well, luckily we got some gold. Now, of course, we're gonna need a lot of potions of weakness as well, and I'll be working on that in the meantime as well, probably. And well, the first priority is, of course, the next build. Alright, so with all of this said and done, I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. Give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!